What is up, world? What is up, world?
What's good? What's good?
This your boy D the Prophet,
It's your boy JR the Great.
and we got a special guest tonight, the Don Jones.
The one and only.
That's what's up.
How you doing tonight, Don?
I'm doing pretty good. How y'all doing?
Man, I feel blessed. How are you doing,
You know,
JR?
I'm always blessed, man. I'm blessed and highly favored.
Favored as well, man. It's Thursday night. We are not on. Obviously, it's past 7 o'clock.
Yeah, it is.
But you know,
We here.
Yeah, we here. Hopefully, getting the kids to bed, and you're near the warm fire. You're on MuzoRadio.com or on Facebook.
Or on Instagram.
Or on Instagram. Anything you got on your
Instagram, YouTube,
Instagram,
Spotify,
YouTube.
Apple. We're gonna be on everything with this.
What's your tell them your shout outs and then tell them about yourself, Don.
Well, first off, I'm gonna shout out me for everybody else.
Do that.
Make sure you follow me at the Don Jones.
Okay.
Follow my main company, etraphouse.com. So that would be at etraphouse, and the .com is spelled out. So it's etraphouse, DOTCOM.
Okay.
Follow me on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, pretty much everything you can. Just type in eTrap House.
Beautiful. Yeah, so it is officially January 24th, and we are in our 32nd day of
Sheesh.
the government
Shutdown. Yeah, we shut down, y'all.
For those listening, okay, the food stamps came out, I think it was this past week, correct?
I don't know.
For February, like Marches are not coming. Like
Right.
they
February's not coming.
February's not coming. Like it
Nah,
looks.
they doubled up on February. yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, some really serious
Stuff going on.
stuff.
And if you ain't ready or if you a part of that, then you definitely need to get your accounts in order, get your affairs in order, because this could last a little longer than we expect.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Trump supporters. I want you to know that you did this.
Right?
You
Was
did
you
this.
guys and everybody also too, man, that didn't get out there and vote, man. Too.
Well,
True that.
And there is hope. I follow politics religiously.
Mm.
There is hope, and it's sad. Trump is going to declare a state of emergency,
Mm.
from what it's sounding like, where they're going to go ahead and give him $7 billion. He's going to take it from some pocket to get it paid
Mm.
for him.
That's a smart move, though. I ain't gonna lie.
It's a smart. It's a Trump play. It's a Trump
Trump
move.
card.
It's a Trump card.
Trump
He pulled the Trump
card.
card. You know.
Oh,
But yeah, it's just ridiculous. You know, it's gotten to this point where we're shut down. And again, it's I think 800,000 people.
Mm.
I was watching last night. Air traffic control.
Mm.
Okay, they're government paid employees. 50% of them are not working.
Mm.
Okay, air traffic control. They work 10-hour days, 6 days a week. 50% of that, 50% is ready for retirement.
Wow.
These people that are watching the planes go, if they're running on no sleep, that's
trouble.
scary.
It is.
Yeah.
That is.
So
Yeah, man, it's a lot of pieces that's into the puzzle, man. That's not connected, and I think a lot of us are not maybe paying attention to it because it doesn't affect us directly.
no,
And then even if it is somebody that we may know or whatnot, we can do. So it's kind of like we just out here, man. But it's scary though.
I'm ready for the long call. I personally don't think this is going to end for a minute, unless the Trump card is pulled.
Well, the thing about it, they were saying too that Trump is a mastermind. As much as he plays this dummy role or goofy role, he actually is a mastermind.
he is.
He went into the government shutdown after they wanted to hit him with the taxes and
Yeah.
Russia.
Mhm.
Yeah,
issues.
mind you, he's got a big Russian investigation
Exactly.
behind his back.
Now,
Mm.
by him shutting the government down,
Mhm.
what does that do?
They can't even get paid to prosecute you.
They can't
Nope.
prosecute you. They can't even investigate. They can't do anything within that actual investigation. So he's prolonging that.
Because he knows at the end of the day, he's probably going to get indicted.
Yes.
He's going to get court. He's going to get arrested. He's going to go through all the
That's right.
phases.
So what he's doing is prolonging it.
Mm.
And if it in you know, hopefully it's more so of him prolonging it to, you know, maybe get himself in a situation where he doesn't have to. He's trying to figure out what he can do to get out of it.
Yeah.
If, you know,
He's scared.
will.
He
is
should be
scared.
scared,
He should.
honestly,
It's all catching up with him.
yeah, and that's what happens.
because
you
I
know?
don't think either side is gonna budge. I know I wouldn't.
Right.
No.
And I understand both sides too. That's the funny part about it, is I actually agree with Trump that we do need border security.
Okay.
I don't know if it's the wall. but we
Right.
need
That's what I'm
something,
saying.
you know what I
Because
mean?
when you look at that, it's like, okay, you building a wall, but at the same time, like, what
want
about
underneath?
underground, overground, you know what I'm saying?
And
Buses,
tell me
whatever.
one place where a wall has worked. Give me a situation
wall will
in
not
a-
work.
in
The
a
wall's not
country
gonna
that a wall has worked to protect a nation of
Yeah.
people.
The wall just will not work. And the only situation I could think is maybe Great Wall of China, but look how ridiculous that is.
Yeah, it's still
It's a nice tourist
yeah,
attraction.
exactly. So, I mean, to him, man, it ain't about the wall per se. It's for one, I think with him, it's more so him keeping his word to the supporters.
Exactly.
You
You
feel
don't
me?
want to look
He
weak.
don't want to look weak.
I
He
think
wa-
it's about the wall with him, for real.
Well, I think what it is I think he wants to make sure that he keeps his word, because then he could use that. Okay, well, you had Obama here and he didn't do what he said and this, that, and that. I kept my word on what I was saying. Now, but like we just said though, okay, yeah, we built a wall, but then what? What else you got to build? What
Man,
else you
to
got to
me-
come up
To
with?
me, this is the part that probably angers me the most, because I argue, I debate with Trump supporters pretty often.
Mhm.
We're not gonna have no northern wall. They're not even thinking about a northern wall at all.
Right. As far as Canada and all
Not
that.
yet.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
It's not.
So that's where I usually go with it. I'd be like, I agree with Trump that we do need border security,
Mhm.
but
It has to be
it
something.
has to be the right security,
Yeah.
and nobody's even thinking about
Yeah.
that. Everybody's just being
Mhm.
petty. We need a wall. We don't
Yeah,
need a wall.
right.
But let me remind you the amount of respect he has for women, and who is he fighting with right now? The head of the Democrats, who is a woman.
Yeah.
He is not going to sit there and say, "I gave in."
Oh,
to
he
the
ain't
wall."
giving in.
He's
Neither one of
not.
them. Neither
Nah.
one of
He-
them are giving in.
And she is a tough
Right.
woman.
Yeah.
So when I said I agree with Trump, on the other side, I agree with the government. There is
Yeah.
absolutely no way in hell I'm paying for that wall.
Yeah.
If you said Mexico is paying for the wall,
Who's paying for it though? Like, where is he about to get this money from? Are we in debt? Billions?
Yes. He's going to grab it from somebody else's budget. So it's going to come from like a national defense budget where we've got to pay to take care of this spot. He
Oh,
doesn't
wow.
realize he's taking money from things that we honestly need.
Yeah.
Like there's things behind the scenes that we don't even realize that is taken care of. Like the organs of this country are shutting down,
for real
Yeah.
talk.
and the heart is about to give out.
Yeah.
And anarchy, just last night, Brittany, my girlfriend, was talking about at a bank, somebody just walked in and was shooting around.
Mm.
And I always thought that was, but then I'm thinking about like, wait a sec, are we gonna start seeing more of this just anarchy
Yeah.
type stuff?
Hey, you got to think, man. I
It's
mean,
on
it's
the
gonna
way.
be a trickling effect eventually. If you realize people are going to go into survival of the fittest mode.
Yeah.
If you're not being able to get the support that you've been getting, if you're seeing other people do certain things because, you know, they're scared or they're fearing, then it's going to be a trickling effect. And then everybody's going to be out here like the LA riots.
This the funny thing to me. It's gonna trickle from the bottom though.
Yeah.
Not the
Yeah,
top.
that's right.
The streets is going to be on fire
Yeah.
come February 1st. The streets are going to be on fire.
Yeah.
Some people saved their food stamps, but
Yeah,
as
a
you
lot of
know,
people did.
the majority have eaten all their food
Yeah,
or
already.
sold
them.
or sold them already.
Yeah.
So February 1st, you're going to see a different side of the streets.
And what I fear on the education realm, because I work with the kids, is the kids that are gonna be affected by this.
Yes.
They don't even know. Like I think
Right.
I brought it up in passing,
Yeah,
but they don't realize the true effect
Yeah.
of a shutdown, because we've had shutdowns.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, well,
Right.
Obama shut
had
down
it
the
in,
government. No,
It wasn't
that
the same.
was a short period of time,
Yeah.
and it was for a cause that's going to help. A
Yes.
wall is not going to
Yeah,
help.
The dynamics
We've
of it.
had a drug problem
Yeah.
for a very long time, and a
Yeah.
wall is not going. The drug problem is in the
Yeah.
country.
Well,
Yeah.
look, the wall will help. The reason that he's saying we need a wall is what will not be helped. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? He's making up reasons to why we need a wall, but the real reason is we just really need security.
Right.
But he's saying that, oh, it's the Mexicans, it's drugs, they're
Nah,
rapists,
yeah.
but that's not the
Yeah.
right reason. You know what I'm saying? That might be his intentions, but we really do need a wall.
Well, we need.
We need
security.
something. Yeah,
We
something.
need security. We might need security. Jamie Foxx, where you at? All right, so man, we can talk
I
about
just had to
that.
get that off.
Yeah, I
That
feel you.
really is-
Yeah, you've been wearing on.
it, it's tough, man.
Yeah,
just
it
just
is.
hearing it and seeing it and just realizing like this is about to get worse. But my question, probably everybody's listening, everybody's watching, is what do you do? What do we do as a community right now?
Group economics. Build a village. Only way you're gonna survive if you ain't already surviving on your own.
Build a village.
Yeah.
What does that?
Like I'm an
village consist of?
entrepreneur, so I'm gonna be
Mhm.
fine pretty much either way. But to my advice to anybody out here listening, who you in the hood right now, no job, depending on food stamps and whatever else.
Yeah.
Build a village.
Yeah.
You got group economics right in your neighborhood. Y'all all got refrigerators. Y'all got everything y'all need. Y'all know how to do it. Y'all been doing it for years. Just click up.
Yeah.
Only way. And get ready for the long call because this is gonna be a minute.
That's facts. And we're going to bring up, and I'm so happy to have you on tonight. This is a perfect time because your interview you had with
Cripicola.
Cripicola and I didn't even watch the rest of the show. I just watched maybe the
Yeah.
first
Hey,
episode.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't finished the rest neither.
But
I did.
I'm telling
I
you,
binged it. It was
that
pretty
first
dope.
episode when Killer Mike was like, listen, what's sad is when it was black onlys and white onlys, black communities were
Thrive.
strong. They
Yeah.
thrived. They
Yep.
didn't rely on white America
Yeah.
because right now it's okay. We need white America.
Yeah.
We're only going to keep our money
Mhm.
in our hoods for 8 hours.
No, six.
6 hours.
6 hours.
That's not even a full work day.
not even a
Let me
full
tell
work
you,
day.
that is enough time for you to get off work and spend it.
There you
Yeah.
go.
There you go.
And that's what
That's it.
happens.
That's enough time for you
Earn
to
it.
get off work.
You go to Easton, you spend it. We're
And
gonna get to that.
and
later
what
on the
and
show.
right, because at the end of the day, man, what happens is you realize that if you let the government have control of your funding, then they also got control of you not having it.
They
You know
got
what
control
I'm
of your
saying?
mind
Yep.
too.
And that's just in everyday life. If you let somebody control what they give you, they can take it away.
Yep.
If you let somebody give you a house, they can take your
Yep.
house.
Yep.
If you let somebody be your daddy, they're gonna make the rules.
Right.
That's
That's
what's
real.
going on right now. It's
Woo!
time- it's time to grow up, people.
Yeah, man. State of emergency for the world.
You need to realize it's a difference between making money and being given money.
Mm.
Or you got to ask yourself, are you really making money or are you being given money right now?
Yeah.
And are you working for money, or is the money working
For you.
Chill out,
Facts.
Players Club. Okay. Don't let that money make you now. All right, check it out though. Let's go ahead and hit these sports real quick. Man.
Oh,
You know, it's intense.
Oh,
It's
oh,
intense.
time out. Time out.
It's intense.
Time out. Let me get a song rolling up. In
Oh,
here.
okay. Hold on. You need the chord.
Give me the chord for a minute.
Chord, go. It's over here. So here you go.
For those of you that are following us on the Blended Views Facebook page, I had posted this last night. I just want to give you a couple minutes of this delight. For those of you that noticed this past weekend, a gentleman by the name of Adrian
Broner.
Broner.
the Brony.
The problem.
Here we go.
Everybody out there know I beat him.
Oh, man.
Everybody out there know I beat him. But let me talk something. Let me let y'all know. Y'all know I beat that boy. Y'all know I beat that boy. Y'all know I beat that boy. I beat him. Y'all know I beat that boy. Y'all know I beat that boy. Y'all know I beat that boy. Everybody out there know I beat him. 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 I beat him.
All right, we got to stop that. That's a hot mess.
The beat is dope.
Oh,
though.
Shout out to
Fire.
that hook, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Fire.
And we still plugged in. It sound different. Y'all
Yeah,
can hear me?
Yeah.
yeah. It was
Oh, yeah.
just when he cut the thing off. over
That's
there.
Remix
But yeah,
God
shout out to that
Suede,
beat,
by the
though.
way. At
Yeah.
Remix God Suede.
Yeah,
That's a hook that could be used, too.
I beat him.
I beat him.
Yeah, that could be a nice little diss song or anything.
Right. Hey, he
Did he
is.
beat him?
He do got a point though. He do sound different.
Yeah, I sound different.
I hear him very well.
We good?
Talk into it.
Testing.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
going
We
up.
good. We good.
Cool, cool, cool.
We good. All right. I'm trying to make sure we sound off over here.
Vetty said good up at the top.
Okay.
Shout
Good
out to
quality.
you.
All right, cool. All right, we good. Okay.
Freddie
Well,
Jackson. Shout out to you.
yeah,
Yeah.
shout out.
O Shots. He's gonna be here at the fashion show.
Oh, okay.
February 16th. Yeah, him and
Yeah.
Natural Born Tourist, man.
Hey, the fashion show.
It's gonna be lit.
It's gonna be real.
I'm gonna have to pull up, and I don't even
Nah.
usually step out.
Hey,
I'm
you
gonna
gotta
have to
pull up.
Gotta
Hey,
pull
we
up,
got
bro.
some tricks
Maybe
in the bag.
Trap House can set up a table, man.
I would love that.
Hey.
But my
Set up a
real
table.
question is, do y'all have VIP?
We do.
Yes.
Mm,
do.
I might have to
Facts.
pull up.
Yeah.
Facts.
Might have to step out with my lady friend.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
you watching?
yeah.
though?
Hey, it's Valentine's Day weekend.
Come on now.
You know what I'm
Ooh,
saying? We got some big stuff
Come
February.
on.
February gonna be intense, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all rocking with Blended Views now. Check it out though. So okay, I beat him.
He beat
all right?
that boy.
He beat that boy.
Or
Okay.
did he get beat by that boy?
Hey.
Everybody know I beat him.
Everybody know. So
He went in on that
hey,
announcer. though.
everybody love.
I may be 3-3-1,
but I'm 7-0. I'll
against
be
you.
7-0 against you.
That doesn't mean much against me though.
Right. Hey, it's funny how they already prepared for what AB got to bring to him,
Hey,
so
man,
they kind of just
They know he the
respond.
second coming of ignorant stuff.
Yeah,
they was
man.
ready with
They-
Floyd.
Yeah, he was right behind him. Yeah, but I don't know, man. I mean, the question I guess everybody has is like, is he a good representation of the hood? I mean, because that's what he repping.
Ooh, absolutely not. Not in any shape, form, or fashion. But I do like Adrian Broner though.
The stereotype, yeah, totally. He feeds into that
Right.
stereotype.
I can't
but-
even say that on the real.
I mean, yeah, because I mean, the thing is, everybody's gonna have a different opinion on that per se. But that's the question that you got to ask 1st.
Mhm.
What is, what are you repping when you sound repping the hood? Are you repping the fact that you coming from a struggle? Are you repping the fact that you got a gang? You're part of an affiliation. Are you repping the fact that what I'm saying, nobody makes it out?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I hate to try to sit here and make clarity of
Hey.
the bull crap
Hey.
that Adrian Broner is talking, but I feel like he was trying to say he's representing Black poor America because he was on a worldwide stage.
Yeah, the struggle.
So you got to think. I forgot who it was. Lastly, I can't think his dude's name. The bomber, y'all know him. Talking about the boxer, Wilder.
Yeah,
Deontay.
Deontay
All right,
Wilder.
Yeah.
y'all remember when he was
Yeah.
boxing dude and he was like, and they kept being like talking about dude, white dudes, where he from, his struggles and all. He's like, what about me?
Yeah.
My people. Da, da, da. I
Right.
feel like that's how Adrian Broner felt going against Pacquiao.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And he just wanted to be like, nah, I'm doing this for us. It
Right.
ain't just about the Philippines. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what he was trying to do. But as you can see,
But he was highly emotional. He just
Train
wants
wreck.
to fight. That
he was
and then
saying
the
that
post-
before.
Well, yeah, he was saying it before though.
Yeah, he was saying that before.
and
Yeah.
the post conference.
Yeah,
still,
yeah. Even the pre, like, he like, man, I'm doing this for the hood. Everybody in the hood coming with me. You know what I'm saying? He got his people. I got mine. And I mean, I think he does have a following. You know what I mean? His following is large. It's a mass, and pretty much people understand
Mhm.
him.
Mhm.
So it's easy to follow that, and it's easy to support what we may call ignorance. You know what I mean? To them, it may just be him being him.
He's being confident.
You know?
Hey, Adrian Broner, if you are listening, you are no longer from Ohio. You are from Northern Kentucky now. I don't know
Ooh.
what's in Northern Kentucky or what cities are there,
You
but
just
that's where
owned
you're
him.
from.
Covington.
We
He's from
just disowned
Covington.
him.
Then.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Wow.
hey, you did lose, man. You talked a lot of trash, man. I just feel like you should have won, man. You
And
had
I
the
think you can bring
opportunity
it
to win.
back. I think you can do it again.
Yeah, he. I mean, if he got to go hard, it's just as hard as he went this time, man. But he got to really step out and get out the way of himself.
I don't know if you come back from that because I'm looking at him like a Conor McGregor. You just run
I
your
think
mouth.
Conor McGregor can come back.
No, Conor McGregor's done.
No,
He's done.
nah, they still got talent.
But
Last-
who? But,
okay,
So what do you
one
mean?
more time because he got destroyed in his last fight.
Well, you got to think probably like the last 4 fights Conor McGregor had were set up for him to lose, not from a promoter standpoint, but from just a skill standpoint. You know what I mean?
He wasn't a boxer. at all.
So, like I was telling them, Adrian Broner should have beat Pacquiao just from a skill standpoint.
Mhm.
It should have been an
He could
easy
have.
fight for him.
He could have for sure.
But since his mentality is so
Yeah.
messed up,
Right.
that's what we got
But
from
see,
him.
that's the problem. McGregor's got to fix up
The mentality.
mentality.
I could see that.
It steps in your way so many times.
It's gonna step in your way every time on the real.
Yeah,
Be confident.
but be smart about
Be
it.
smart about it.
Well, all right. So next time, Broner, man,
Beat
know,
that boy. Actually, beat that
please do.
boy.
Please bring
do.
it back.
Yeah.
Please bring
Yeah,
your
don't
career
quit.
back.
Don't quit when things go wrong, because they sometimes will, man. You know.
If you listening,
quit.
I know you can't see my hat, but I got a Columbus Clippers hat on, so I love Ohio to the bottom of my heart. So I'm praying you could bring this back because we don't get down like that.
Bring it back.
we don't
Bring
be
it
taking
back.
L's.
Because right now you're from Covington. All right. So Super Bowl. It's in the A.
Mm.
February 3rd.
Strippers payday.
Hey, listen.
Man,
It's about to go down in Atlanta. It's
It
going
is.
down in the A.
the Rams.
You got the Rams winning? Because that's who it is.
I'm
Patriots and the
announcing
Rams.
teams, the audience that don't even follow football have no
Right.
idea who's
Who's-
even playing.
All right. So the
St.
New England.
Louis,
Yeah.
No.
No, LA.
LA
Los
Rams.
Angeles
Yeah,
Rams.
don't play them, boy. Them LA fans will kill you.
Yeah.
So you got the LA Rams and you got the New England Patriots. Who you got?
I got New England all day.
Okay, who you got?
If I got to put my money, I'm going with New England, but my heart says Los
Los
Angeles
Angeles Rams.
Rams because
All right.
it has that Cinderella story
Yeah.
feeling.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
Malik, who you got?
Yeah.
You going with the Pats?
Smart man.
Goff is gonna choke. I mean, he's
Okay.
a freshman QB on the grandest stage of them all, and Brady will get inside of his head somehow, some way.
Hey man, look. My thing is, you know what I'm saying, honestly, I did not want to see the Patriots in the Super Bowl again. I'm sorry. I'm tired of them. You
It's
know
like
what I
seeing
mean?
the Spurs over
Spurs.
and
I
over.
was
the
just about to
Yankees.
say that. It's the Spurs or the Yankees, man.
Yep.
But one of those things, man, is, you know, I think the organization as a whole, all the sports organizations, you know, they on a whole nother scale of things when it comes to money. Because if you really think about it, like the Saints should be there.
Yeah, for sure.
The Saints lost by technicality, man. That was an L on the
They blew it.
it was an L on the referees, man.
Pass interference.
That was pass interference
Now
all
let
day.
me ask you, because they're thinking about bringing in where the coaches can call the pass interference. They do the flag that should have been called. The refs will review it.
Right, but you know they already have those type of things where you can review the calls or whatever. But in the midst of 2
No,
minutes,
they want to call it. Call it as a pass interference. If the refs don't even call pass interference,
they want to be able to
they
throw
want-
the red
yes,
flag.
Yes.
I feel like you should be able to call anything at any point in any game.
And if you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, that's your call.
But
for the
only
whole
thing
game.
about that could really take up the game, though. If you think about it, the time of the game is
It's only
already
two
long.
sports where time really matters, and that's like baseball and soccer.
Yeah, soccer definitely. Baseball time doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does. You're gonna be there for
Really?
like 12 hours if it
Already
keeps
12
going.
hours.
That's what I'm saying though. Like,
Right.
but think about it. If you got to
Yeah.
challenge every call, you're gonna be there for
That's
a
true.
couple days.
That's not a strike. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And I mean, if you think about football too, I mean, the way it's set up, like, with the because I remember at one point in time they wasn't able to throw a red flag.
Right.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
So for them to incorporate it, it is, advancing. It makes the game more interesting, and it does kind of balance it out so that it's fair.
Mhm.
But at the same time, man, you get into every call, a coach can get coaches can be just mad. You know what I mean?
It's gonna
like-
be like pickup basketball where they're
Yeah.
like, it's a foul. It's a foul.
Nah, bro.
Nah,
And then you
come
can be like, nah, bro. That ain't no foul. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I think the referees, should definitely. This was playoffs, man.
Mm.
This was playoff. This was it.
Huge.
You win or you go home.
But
You
see,
just won
that's
the
why I
Super
say
Bowl.
they should challenge every call that's called because we have cameras. We can see. We can figure this out.
But every call, all right. So okay, I see what you're saying because every call doesn't need to be challenged. Number one.
Right.
But at the same token, that call needed to be challenged. But it was in that 2 minute period.
How did they not see anything wrong with that?
Because they said that the ball got there the same time as the defensive player hitting the receiver. So my thing was the call or pass interference, the defensive player has to turn around to try to get the ball.
He
He
was
didn't do that.
targeting.
He ran right into him. Like that's a no-brainer. Like it's people really still mad about that. Like that was a no-brainer, man.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate. It is what it is now. Can't go back, but it's gonna be something that goes down in history as the reason why they may change something in the NFL.
I say they just blew it. I feel like it shouldn't be close, and if it's close and you lose,
Shouldn't
that's
have
your
gotten that
fault.
close.
That's
Exactly.
Eh?
And that leads me to the other
Ah!
game. That leads me to the second game because they're saying in the NFL it should be like college where both sides
Gets a
get
chance
the
to
ball
off
in
offense. Yes.
overtime.
true.
But
That's-
should that be?
I think it should because if you
Or
look,
should it be down to just a flip of a coin?
nah,
Or
man,
should it-
because you got to think. Why not? If you make it to overtime,
Yeah.
you get a chance. Think about it. This is about to sum it all up. At the beginning of the game, you flip the coin. One person gets it at the beginning, the other person gets it at the second half. So why wouldn't you in overtime both people be able to get the ball? It's the same thing. You flipping a coin.
Or can you just do a certain time limit of a quarter and just add on another quarter?
If it's still in overtime,
Yeah.
I think they
Both
do
of
that
them-
in basketball.
Both of them work. I like both of them.
Yeah,
ideas.
I don't know, man. We ain't got the answers, man. We ain't sway. All right, so we ain't got the answers. But unfortunately, man, it is what it is. This year it's the Rams and the Pats. A lot of people going with the Pats.
Who do you
I want to
got?
see the Rams win.
I want to see the Rams win.
I want to
too.
see the Rams win. I'm done with New England. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a hater because Tom Brady is a GOAT. But then everybody talks about Tom Brady being the GOAT, but he's not the team. Like, he don't just do it. Like, it's a lot of those scores that they had was from the running backs.
Long term, Tom Brady is the team.
No, Bill Belichick
Okay,
I agree.
is the team.
Yeah. So everybody got a different
I don't know if I
opinion.
can agree with that though.
because Bill
Now
Belichick
look.
wanted to get rid of Brady, bring in Garoppolo.
How long ago was this?
This last year. Last year.
All right, so I don't know much about the NFL, especially not in this past couple years, because I'm a big Kaepernick supporter, so I ain't watched pretty much anything except the Super Bowl.
Gotcha.
So, how long has Belichick been coaching?
Good Lord.
Well,
He's back with the Browns.
Right,
wasn't
but
he?
I know they
Longer than Brady, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How many championships he got pre-Brady?
Because he got 7 with him. Well, now he got 7 the divisional championships.
Yeah.
Super Bowls, I think they got like 4 or 5 together.
But before.
but before him, I
none.
don't even know. Probably none.
I think I rest my case.
Okay. That's a good view. It's a good view. Shout out to K Camp, man. What up, man? You in Seattle, man. Keep it going, man.
So yeah, it'd be a good game. It's gonna be a shootout.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch it though.
Yeah.
But I want the Rams to win. That's
Same
me.
here.
All right. So,
The question is, who's Atlanta gonna be rooting for?
hey,
They definitely room for LA for sure.
I think so too. I think the A just about to kick it though.
for sure.
If you in Atlanta for Super Bowl this year, it's about to go down.
Man,
You just got to be in the atmosphere. You ain't
it's
got to go to the
literally
game or
$1
nothing.
billion about
Yeah.
to run through the streets
Yeah.
of Atlanta.
Straight up.
It's about to be crazy.
Yeah, people there already.
We
Wait.
about to see
Super
strippers
dope.
come
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, it's going down.
Super dope.
All right. So
Nope.
let's take.
Well, there's one more topic I wanted to bring up.
What's that?
It was Wentz and
Oh.
Foles. So
Okay. So the last year Super Bowl
Last
champs,
year's Super Bowl
Philadelphia
champs.
Eagles.
Nick Foles
Look.
came in
Look,
as a backup QB, correct?
Yes, back up.
Okay. Took them to the Super Bowl, brought them their first, correct?
Yeah.
Ever. Correct? Or
Mm,
first since?
since. I think it's since. I
Was
don't
it
know
first
about ever.
since?
I think Philly got
First
a ship.
ever?
No,
They-
they got a
they
ship.
gotta
'cause of
have
McNabb?
Cunningham. like-
McNabb ain't got one.
yeah, they got one. They got one. It's been a while though.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been
Nick
a while.
Foles brought it. They invested to bring Wentz, from what I remember, correct?
Yeah, they did. Carson Wentz, he was a phenom.
to
He-
be
yeah, he was
the
supposed to be the
man.
man. He got hurt.
But
It
Foles
happens.
brought it.
Foles kept stepped up. He was
So
already.
how should Wentz feel? And should Foles go? Or should they get rid of Wentz, who's injury prone?
I'm personally getting rid of Wentz immediately.
I say, man.
But you just said Foles was luck.
For sure.
So
I
are you
think the
going to
whole
depend
entire
on luck?
the entire Eagles was luck.
You think
We
it was
saw it
set
this
up?
year.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean they wasn't bad. They had the injuries. They had.
I got into a real bad argument with a dude at the gas station because I told him you wasn't supposed to be in the Super Bowl anyways. You should be happy that you got that one because you ain't had no business being there.
Okay.
Well, I think they both should stay.
I mean, if you
That locker
can,
room's not going to work.
I mean, why not?
you got to make a priority. Then that's what I would do. If second string can't take it, it's time to go.
Yeah, man. I mean,
You're gonna
And
leave
I don't
anyways.
know Wentz.
the thing about it, Wentz. Okay, yes, you were invested in, but bro, you still young. Like, and you've been hurt. Like, you done had some serious injuries. So you gotta humble yourself, homie.
Real talk.
Especially when it comes down to football being a team sport.
Real
You should
talk.
be rooting the person that backed you up.
Should be teaching.
You wouldn't even have a ring right now.
I like that. And bringing a Super Bowl to your team.
Real
Yes.
talk.
So come on, bro. Like, so that's what it boils down to. If he can't hang, then he gotta go.
That's true.
I would look at it like this: if Foles got you there and Wentz finished it off, or the opposite, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You really got to just teach him how to get there,
Yeah.
and then he'll finish it
Yeah,
off
then
again.
match it. Yeah,
Because I'm
let's
sure it would
match
be the same opposite if
Yeah.
dude got you there before and then it was reversed, and now you got to win it. I'm sure you can't win it.
So should Flacco go in Baltimore?
Flacco should have
Yeah,
been gone.
Yeah, Flacco out
Okay.
the
He
door.
should have been gone as
Boot,
long as
boot.
Marvin Lewis.
boot to boot.
I just wonder, is LeVar Jackson just a
Lamar.
Lamar,
He's
is he-
I think he's gonna do what he got to do.
to be
I'm worried
determined.
it's an RG3 just after.
Nah,
Is he injury prone like
nah,
RG?
I can't see that. I think RG3 was fragile. Like he
Yeah,
ran
fragile.
like he wanted to get hurt. Lamar Jackson run with it. He remind me of Mike Vick.
RG3 wasn't a natural football player. RG3 was a natural track star.
Yeah,
That's the
true.
issue with
Right.
RG3. His arm got him there.
Yeah,
On the real.
yeah.
I don't know if people remember his time at Baylor, but he was throwing crazy passes, like
Yeah,
ridiculous.
right.
If he could have stayed with that, he would have did well.
Yeah, right. He started trying to take off, but yeah, I think Lamar Jackson gonna hold it down for Baltimore. That was a good look.
I'm glad to see
Yeah,
that. I
it
mean,
is.
because he should have been a 2-time Heisman
Yeah,
winner.
straight
really.
up.
To be
Straight up.
determined.
Yeah, true that, because it is a different league, but you got to give him credit for what he did to end the season with Baltimore, though, bro. You got to give credit when
Yeah.
it's due. So, hey,
That's all I got for sports.
that's what's up. Let's take a
That's all
quick
I got
break.
for sports.
Quick break.
All right, you're listening to Blended Views. Call in tonight, 614-500-7339. What do you think about the shutdown, about sports?
Yeah, we got some good topics, y'all. Let's do it.
All right, we are back. This is Blended Views 614. I am D the Prophet.
And I'm JR the
And
Grizzly.
to my right and to JR's left is
The almighty Don Jones, the
Ooh.
East Side Pharaoh, the
Okay.
Midwest Messiah. Can I think of any others right now?
I
Hey,
don't know.
he hit it
Wow.
real quick though.
Wow.
I wasn't ready for that, bro.
All right, man, I had to
Hey.
set it up.
Hey, real quick, Don, man, tell us what you do, man. Tell us, like, you know what I'm saying? I know you got a podcast.
Well, first and foremost, I'm a serial entrepreneur, so I try to do as many things business-wise as I can.
Streams.
when you say entrepreneur, okay, because I love what Gary Vee was saying the other day when I was checking out his podcast. An entrepreneur is not just someone who sits there and says, I'm an entrepreneur.
Right.
What does it take to be an entrepreneur in 2019?
In 2019, what it takes, I know this probably ain't what you're asking, but all you need is your phone and a laptop. Really, not even a laptop, just your phone.
Okay, break it down. I
And
like
you
that.
could be an entrepreneur today.
But taking those two things, what would you say if someone today, for our young listeners or somebody out there who's got their phone and their laptop, what are, let's say, 3 things that they could do tonight to put themselves in a place, you know what I'm saying, when you, at the end of this year, to say, man, I really use these 2 devices the best of my best?
Well, instantly you can go into YouTube. You can start vlogging just your regular life. You going
Okay.
to work, coming home from work, regular talks with your fiance, wife, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Number 2, I would say flip things. Whatever you're already wearing, using, or whatever,
Okay.
start selling it. There's
Okay.
obviously a market for it because you're buying it.
Yeah.
The third one, I would say try to find some type of service industry thing that you're already interested in. So like if you love music, maybe you start a podcast, make beats, rap, you know.
Okay.
If you like cars, start some service for cars, start changing some tires, some
Nice.
brakes. And tires is a real good business you can get in right now. You can really
Yeah.
come up with a tire shop instantly right now.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Instantly.
I believe that for sure.
And you don't need a building. Well, you need a building, but it don't got to be a nice building. You don't need running
Come on, there's a
water,
lot of empty
electric.
lots.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You just need a building.
But the biggest thing I'm gathering from everything you said is you got to keep moving.
For sure.
You cannot sit
It's
and think about
constant
it.
movement.
You got to keep going.
Exactly. If you're thinking about it, you're taking too long.
Let me ask you this, Don. As an entrepreneur, how often do you experience failure?
Every day.
Mm.
Every day. You got to look failure right in the face and smile at it,
Yeah.
right in the eyes, and be like, do something.
Hey,
That's the only way you'll
Yeah.
survive.
Hey, it's one of those failures, an obstacle. I mean, an opportunity to begin again more intelligently.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I feel like it's always something that we could take as motivation or spark to, you know what I'm saying? All right, cool. Now I know I can't do it that way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me go this way or whatever. Because you got to also know that on the opposite of failure is success.
Exactly. People shit on failure too much. Nobody
Mhm.
thanks failure. They don't
I love
realize
it. I embrace it.
they don't realize if there's no failure, there's
No,
nothing.
yes.
Nobody's going to be successful.
That's
Or
real.
even if everybody succeeds at it, how you going to be successful at it
Yeah.
if it's already been succeeded at multiple times?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's real. That's
So if
super real.
everybody's Diddy,
Man.
you ain't going to be able to be Diddy next year, bro.
That's real.
And you talked about at the beginning of the show, you have a website, correct?
Yes,
eTraphouse.
etraphouse.com.
How'd you come up with the name?
Pretty much I was thinking of like it was inspired off of like a corner store trap type of thing.
Okay.
Because you know how you see like young dudes in front of the corner store trapping and whatnot.
Mhm.
And I just was thinking like, man, this is really like the epicenter of like every hood is a corner store.
Mhm.
Yep.
But it ain't ran by the people who live in the hood.
That's real.
So I was thinking, how can you make like your own digital corner store, your own digital trap house? And that's where it was born. I started thinking, we're going to call it Digital Trap House. And I was like, nah, that doesn't work. And I was like, what's something that just says the internet about it? And I was like, eTrap House, e-commerce, eBay. I was eTrap House. There we go.
That's what's up.
Where do you want to take eTrap House? Like, where do you see it, let's say a year from now, 5 years from now? Like, where do you want to take it?
Well, this clearly isn't going to happen, but I would love to shut Amazon down. I would love to kick
Don't
Jeff
say that
Bezos'
because,
ass.
hey, he started in a room just like
Yeah.
this.
I know.
Garage, actually. One of the
Yes.
garage. Yeah.
What it is I know myself, and I know that by the time I get close to that, I'll be wanting to do something
Something
else.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's cool.
But get to the point where you can make that first billion.
I want to
So,
get to the point where he's
dope.
a little scared, where he's like, "Oh shit,
got
some
some
young dude
competition.
behind me." Exactly.
Okay.
All right. Well, since we talking about building, you know what I mean, and doing things within the community, we were attracted to something that you did on your podcast, which was interview one of the members of
Co-founders, right?
the co-founder
Yeah,
of
one of the founders.
the founders of what did they call it? A street fraternity.
Yep. Street fraternity.
Street fraternity within their neighborhoods. But you know, it's affiliated with the National Crips.
Right.
And if you haven't seen this, guys, you probably want to check it out on Netflix. It's called Trigger Warning.
Episode 3.
Episode 3. Killer Mike is the producer behind it. And it's actually pretty intense, man, as far as the angle that he goes with trying to get a message out.
Mhm.
So on this episode 3, man, there were some of his homeboys within the neighborhood, and they're part of the Crips, and he wanted to help them start a business.
Right.
And with that, he told them they would have to come up with something that they could sell and, you know, put it in the stores or just put it out in the public, and they would have to work behind it. My guy Don here was able to actually interview one of the founders,
4 Seasons Noonie. Shout out to you.
4 Seasons Noonie. The episode was dope, man, when it came down to it. Like, if you watch it from the beginning, it's like, wow, that's what they really gonna do. But then when it comes to the end and you see how he brought the whole message together and how it was presented, it was dope, man. I mean, like, I really it made me not cut it off. Like, I binged it, the whole
the
5
magic.
series.
That's the magic of documentaries and everything. I mean, it takes a time like this interview and just anything is that energy. It takes time to build.
Yeah.
And you got to
That's all.
stick with it.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't happen in the first 5 minutes.
Nah, not at all.
And that's what kills me about our generation is instant gratification. If
Yeah.
I'm not excited within the first minute,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm out.
clicking the next thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
We got to redefine that. Like,
Yeah.
stay tuned for that reward.
Yeah.
And that punch. It's gonna feel good.
I mean, the thing about it is you got to realize too, we didn't have this. You know what I mean? Like, so the people that, I mean, the generation now, this is them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is what they know. So for us that didn't have it, we can be a little bit more open to, redefining it.
Yeah.
But with them, it's like, well, what else do I know? Like, I don't know how to not have this. We know how to not have it.
Yeah.
You know, that's the
Yeah.
reality in it. But
It's true.
at the same time, though, there is a way that we should be and can connect it to where everybody is benefiting in a more positive manner, because like you said, instant gratification really throws everything to the left because there's no substance built, there's no foundation,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying, under it. So
The slogan should be "Stay down." Stay down with what you're doing. That
Yeah.
should be the slogan for
Stay down.
everybody listening.
Stay down, y'all, straight up.
So how did you get linked up with the interview first off? Like, how did you get in contacts to get that rolling?
Well, I think I literally just started searching the hashtag and I found the entire group of dudes.
Mhm.
And then I wrote 4 Seasons Noonie. He was the first one to respond, or the only one that I think about it. He was the only one to respond. They didn't respond. The rest of them didn't respond till after.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it was pretty open to just doing it.
Yeah,
Like,
he instantly was like, "Yeah, I'm down."
okay. And I didn't get to hear the whole episode, but are they like, is this something that they're really still pushing?
Honestly, to me, it's not looking good.
Okay.
I don't know if somebody's in charge of it or what, other than them.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, just from the interview, it seemed like they don't know too much of what's going on with the actual
Gotcha.
business.
Gotcha.
But I don't know if that's Killer Mike holding on till the orders stack
Right.
up, or
Right.
I don't know what's up with that.
Well, I mean, it makes sense too. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, when you looked at how it was presented too, you got to think like
Yeah.
them trying to go into the bank and trying to get a loan and all of those things didn't
I
add
tried
up.
I tried to interview the bank dude.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was trying to
Yeah.
set that up.
Yeah.
Interview
That
him.
would be in our scene.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
really wanted to get down to why did you say no?
Right.
What reason did you have to say
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
Because it's not like they had bad credit; they
Yeah,
had no
no
credit.
credit,
So
right.
what's the problem?
Right.
But the way you come in the presentation was
yeah.
the presentation all there.
Well, see, the thing was they couldn't answer all the questions either. You know what I mean?
I mean, they kind
straightforward.
of answered.
Well,
them.
Killer Mike definitely got a ton.
And this is what I found interesting too. Once the dude basically said that they was doing illegal things,
Right.
It was interesting to me that the bank teller was still
going.
going.
He did.
Yeah, I'm
He's like,
okay.
so do you got any records? Are you tracking it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was still about to do
It was funny, man. But I mean, but that was like I'm saying the message, man. It was a message behind that.
Yeah, for sure.
And you had to really do got to tap into, paying attention to certain things that's going on, because the way that Killer Mike like repositioned it was kind of dope. He like,
Yeah.
well, if you think about it, the legalization of marijuana in California is thriving and it's growing, and
He's
we're
like,
just in the early
they're
stage.
the trailblazers.
Yeah, they're the trailblazers.
I
You
like
feel
how he
me?
did that.
It was beautiful.
Man.
So my thing is like, we do
It's all
got
in how you say it.
yeah,
Like,
man, being creative, you know what I mean? But, we also too got to keep in mind that, what I'm saying, hey, if we do want to take what we doing and put it on the mainstream or do something, all the way legit, it does take, sacrifices and changing of the way think.
you got if you're gonna become part of corporate, quote unquote, white America, you've got to get inside the head of white America.
Real talk.
And you've got to be able to, I guess, and I hate saying you got to act white, but it's not really acting white. You just need to come in, knowing
With
what
together,
to say,
yeah,
how
have
to
your facts
answer,
together.
and put on that show.
Right.
I'm
And
glad
then-
you said that too, because I want to change the look of entrepreneurs.
Uh-huh.
Like, I want people to be able to look at somebody dressed like me, look like me, and be like, "That's an entrepreneur." You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Comfortable in who they are,
So
why
to
they
me,
doing it.
to them, it's crazy to me that they basically was told no off of nothing.
Mhm.
but at the same time, they didn't have the right answers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
didn't.
true.
They didn't have the right answers, and I feel like the answers is what really killed them. To me, it wasn't the presentation;
Right.
it was the lack of answers.
Yeah, the lack of knowledge
Yeah.
that they needed. But I think it seemed like it was spontaneous as well. So it seemed like, Killer Mike just presented it to him, told him what's up, and he already had it really kind of together. They just needed to be the face in a sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's what it seems
Yeah.
like to me at this point, is that they're just the face of it.
Yeah. Well, like we
But you
said,
need
man.
the infrastructure. You can have the greatest face man,
Yeah.
and you have the greatest name on it, but
But-
if there's no infrastructure
yeah,
behind it,
it'll
it's
crumble.
gonna fall.
Yeah, it's
I'm
crazy.
actually gonna give you guys an exclusive too. I actually was approached by another company from Compton who says that they were first with this idea,
Oh.
and I have screenshot proof now. I was gonna say they have screenshot proof, but I
I
have
got it.
screenshot proof.
Ooh,
But
so-
did they have the patent? Did they have the LLC on it? Did they have all that?
They seem more together. I could say that.
But did you have the patent?
Well, so
and
the
all
idea,
that?
they said they had the idea, and then people suing people for that.
But you got to have
You
all
do? No,
papers.
actually, you just gotta have it in writing, right? Like a document.
I got another exclusive for y'all right now. If you're an entrepreneur and you out here listening, hop on Google real quick. The trademark is actually abandoned for Cripicola. So nobody has the trademark. Somebody was in the comments who said he purchased it after, but I guess we'll see.
Wow.
But if you look at the trademark from Cripicola in 1996, it's been abandoned.
Mm.
So it hasn't been renewed since whatever date. I don't know
Right.
what date.
All right, I'll be back.
Hey, right. So I'll be back. Hey, this stuff real out here, man. You got to know your stuff, man. You got to be on top.
Hey, this is how
Um,
you go become a millionaire overnight.
yeah,
This is how
what's
you
up?
lose all
Yeah,
overnight. You
yeah,
got to
that's
read
true.
your contracts.
Yeah,
you
you
got
gotta
to
be on
sign stuff right. You got to
Yeah, hey.
demand the right stuff.
Hey, get on it.
And to keep it 1,000, there's people out there who make whole businesses off of buying company trademarks before the
Yes.
company
Yeah,
trademarks
yeah.
it.
Yes.
Yep. That's real. And
Yeah.
it's just all about doing that. Speaking of that, okay, so we got the Killer Mike. Trigger warning. Netflix. Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out. And check out your podcast.
E-Trap House Radio. All you got to type in is E-Trap House on any streaming platform that you got.
Let me ask you about your show real quick, because I watch so many different podcasts. Where it's like the Joe Budden podcast,
Right.
or just different formats. How did you determine the type of format? And it seems so simple,
Right.
the way you form. But honestly, is there a science behind it? Did you have to think about, like, okay, I'm gonna have them sit here, I'm gonna have to sign here, like I'm gonna do this?
I definitely had to think about all of that part of like
Yeah.
the setup of what's going to be on camera basically, and how
Yeah.
we was going to get the audio and the video.
Yeah.
But in terms of like actually making the show, I literally just woke up one morning and was like, I think I want to start a podcast. And that day we had Zay Finale come on, and
Mhm.
it was went from there 2 months ago.
That's
That's
what's up.
dope.
Yeah, because that's it, man. You got to
Just
just
do
do it.
Yeah.
Hey, ain't
Don't
no, stop
overthink it.
thinking it, man. Being analytical is
If I'm
for the
telling you,
birds.
if you thinking about it, you're waiting too long
Long.
already.
Yes, that's real.
Because
That's
I just
real.
remember when we started this,
Yeah,
Curlin was like, when do you want to do it?
like let's do it right
Just
now.
do it this
Just
Thursday.
do it
Yeah.
right now. That
Like,
should
we just
always be
gotta
the
do it.
answer
Yeah.
right now.
Yep. If you
Because
get
you
that,
don't know when it's.
yeah, it's gone.
Exactly.
Don't miss the opportunity. We just
And
talked
it's the
about that.
thing, you're not the only one thinking of it.
Nah, you're not.
Whatever you seen that made you think of it, somebody else seen it too.
Yeah. So speaking of that, fashion show February 16th, man. Absolute Fashion, right? Absolute Fashion.
And Don Jones gonna be there.
Don Jones gonna be there.
Hey.
Malik gonna be there. Everybody gonna be there in the city, man. We got Dayton in the building. We just want to make sure that y'all know here first. Absolute Fashion.
Blended Views
Blended brew.
had this planned.
Yes. Yes, we did.
Meetings, everything for about 2 months now.
Yeah.
Month.
Maybe no.
Okay.
Maybe no.
So there
two.
may be other fashion shows that come your way
But it's
over
not.
the next
Cut
couple
me in,
weeks.
cut me in.
It's not Absolute
It's
Fashion.
not the one.
The new state of style.
Dude, we got Visionary Hustle, we got Be the Brand, we got Blatant, we've got Live Free, we've got 90s Baby,
We got the Body Kit.
Body Kit, Shree
Sri
by
Alexis.
Alexis. Body Kit, dude. Checking out his thing.
Yeah.
Dude, he had the dog collar,
Yeah.
the fur purple
Yeah.
boxing
Hey,
trunk.
What's
hey.
that about? What's body?
Body
Kit?
Kit is it's a homeboy, my homeboy from Dayton, man. His name Aaron Harrison, man.
Okay.
And he does the boxing gear. Like he
Ah.
makes their outfits for him.
Oh, okay.
And he started that last year, man, and it's going viral, bro. Like he made what's the guy from Cincinnati, the other guy that was in the fight this weekend from While she
Purple
wore it.
shorts.
Yeah, he made his.
That was the guy.
Okay,
Yeah.
with
yeah.
with the dog collar and
Yep.
everything.
Hey, that's how you know you good.
Yeah, when
What
you
you
can-
say his name was?
Aaron Harrison.
Aaron Harrison. That's how
Harrison.
Aaron Harrison. That's how you know you good, because I knew it was you just off of that. I
Yeah.
seen the highlights from the fight,
Yeah.
seen the purple shorts.
Yeah.
They said it was somebody who was doing good.
The body
I
kid.
knew it was you.
Yeah.
He's
Body
going to
kit.
be in the building
Yeah. He's in the building.
February 16th.
Yeah.
Hottest fashion show in all of
Hey man, we got it's really, man, it's really, y'all don't really understand how this is about to take storm, because it's something that hasn't been done, and we on the east side, man. We cater into the community, the culture over here, and we trying to bring something new to whoever don't know that it's something to be
I
brought.
believe Whitehall's best days is still ahead of us.
Yeah.
I just
Flat out.
personally just seeing the children that I work with, seeing the community, seeing everything over the past couple years. Whitehall has it. We just as a community have to
Come
do
together.
something, you know.
E-Trap House headquarters is in Whitehall, so I agree.
That's
I'm
what's up.
telling you,
Hey, hey.
I love Whitehall. I love the east side over here.
Hey, moves to
East
be
side
made.
all the way.
Moves to be made, man. It's going down. I just wanted to give y'all a quick shout out, man. Check out our Blended Views page, Instagram, the Absolute Fashion, Eventbrite. You can get your tickets now, man. You can get
$10 pre-sale.
$10 pre-sale. It's gonna be live, man. Next thing I want to say real quick. Have you guys seen Fire, the Netflix special Fire?
I don't think I have.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
seen that? All right. I can't get into it that much because y'all don't know about it, but I'm about to put y'all on. I want y'all to check it out. The shit was crazy, right?
Okay.
They said that this was the biggest party that never happened.
Mm.
So your boy Ja Rule is in it.
Oh, I have heard about this. Yeah.
Your boy Ja Rule, and there was another entrepreneur, guy from New York, I think, that was the mastermind behind it. He had some type of group that he started in New York called Magnesium, where he basically had a membership club, and he got all of these upper echelon folks to join, and they had different little things that they can do with being a part of the club or whatnot. But when I tell you that this series is something that's like, whoa, they got it off, but they didn't get it off, because if they would have got it off, it would have been epic.
I gotta wonder, was their intentions to get it off though?
I think the intention was there because they really was trying to make it happen.
So they
but
was trying to make
they
it
was
dope.
trying to make it happen, but they went too far. Like the initial, I think they
The vision was there.
The vision was definitely there. I want y'all to watch it too, because what it'll do is you'll basically come up with your own thought process of, yeah, they was on some other shit. They was trying to get it off. But the fact that he has already had this business, this Magnesium business, where people was bought in, they was already bought in. So they already believed in dude. He had billionaire sponsors, supporters already behind him. And when he brought the idea, everybody like, well, yeah,
Of course.
let's do it. That sounds great. And what he did, now I'm gonna tell you what it was. His marketing, his promo marketing was exquisite. He took
Kylie Jenner.
He didn't even take her. He took some of the top models in the country to a remote island and kicked it and told everybody that wasn't there, this is where you got to be for the Fire festival. It's going down. And they started selling.
Promotion right
It was
there.
a hella promotion. I mean, they on boats, they on yachts, they out in the water, they got cabanas. I mean, it was epic. So if you knowing this guy is capable of doing this and you already following him, it's like, okay, sign me up. I'm talking about you got people paying. The average was $10,000. The average.
And I heard it ended with tents and cheese sandwiches.
Yeah.
Cheese sandwiches,
Yeah.
no water, no
water.
lodging.
Oh,
It
man.
was crazy. I want y'all to really watch. I was appalled. Like, I was in awe. Like, this is nuts.
Yeah, the person told me was like, you're gonna have to watch this.
Yeah, man. And then dude, I think dude about to do some time, man. And he, but
Oh, he got locked up?
yeah, I don't think it's now. I know he was indicted. They indicting like everybody that had something to do with it. But like they were saying, like the people that they were just promoting, like Kylie Jenner, for example, they paid her $250,000 just to put it on her Twitter.
I mean, that's worth it.
So when she put it on her Twitter, it went
Blew up.
skyrocket, right? So then you got all this stuff going on. They trying to make it happen over there, though, mind you. But the pubbing it was Pablo Escobar's island. You know what I'm saying? And the owner of the island wanted that to be diminished though. So
Yeah.
they kept pubbing it. He put him off the island.
Wow.
So then they had to find another island.
Yep.
So it was crazy. It was like back-to-back stuff. Hey, it was hiccups. It was a lot of hiccups. But they didn't get it off, but it was a good series to show how you can be determined and you can have a vision. You can try your hardest to make something happen, but if your intent is not correct, it's gonna backfire, man, and it's gonna hit you hard. And I think it hit these guys really hard. I mean, some people I think got away scot-free with just cash, and you know, some people didn't get paid at all. Karma will catch you, yeah, man.
For sure.
But yeah, so check that out. Fire, y'all. It's on Netflix, man. I'm pubbing, man. Netflix need to pay us, man, by the way.
For sure. Especially me, man. That's how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
I done cover more than they have.
Right?
We was actually talking about this before I came here today. Like, Netflix is the only people promoting this more than me.
What?
Cripicola. And nobody
Yeah.
else is promoting it more than me. And I'm like, that's crazy
Hey,
in itself.
I mean, the thing about it, man, is if you can, you know, you could find content, man. You know what I mean? And the thing about it, man, it's necessary to talk about these type of things, man.
Facts.
Especially being an entrepreneur. You
On
know
life.
what I mean?
And I ain't trying to miss nothing dealing with
Woo!
entrepreneurship.
Right, man. So, hey, I just wanted to get those out, man. Those two topics for sure with me. I'm talking about I couldn't go to sleep last night watching it.
Damn.
One thing that caught me, you had posted a couple weeks ago. You mentioned Dame Dash and Soulja Boy. You see, you know, clearly Soulja Boy's clearly on the right path.
Right. Definitely.
You know, and it's coming off as not authentic, not real, and people just find it a joke. Like, you came up with a video game system, but in honesty, he really just bought. It sounds like he invested in like one of those Chinese free, but he made $1 million within the first
week, I think.
Yeah, that's what he said, a week.
Yeah.
and he has the numbers to show it.
I don't know if he actually does have the numbers to show it.
He's academics. He's showing
He showed
academics.
something.
But if you watch that video again, real slightly, academics goes, "Is this a screenshot? Nah, show me the real Shopify."
Okay.
But either way,
Yeah.
he's on the right path. I
He
mean,
is.
I agree. I support Soulja Boy wholeheartedly.
'cause I
in
thought his career was
entrepreneurship.
dead.
Well,
I don't know.
I think he just fell off. Like, he got caught up into the wrong stuff, and he just kind of, you know, I mean, money will take you.
My
there.
theory is that he disappeared on purpose.
Because he was the originator of what we're seeing right now. When he first came out, we didn't have the dances. I don't remember. Crank That Soulja Boy
Yeah, that
was
big.
high school. It was like, damn, everybody was into hip hop after that. Like, it just.
He took off. He did. He was a inventor. Like, he was a
Innovator,
right?
for sure.
Yeah. So.
And I think it goes back to what we were saying. Like, does he need to clean up like his image? Does he need to quit doing like the Breakfast Club interview was clearly a joke. Like, it made him out to be a meme.
Right.
You know, like, how are we going to get people to respect Black entrepreneurs?
But the question ends up being, are you looking for respect or are you looking for followers?
Followers and fame.
Because at the end of the day, that could have been what his initial goal was, to get people to just get back on this train again. You know what I'm saying? And the memes ain't doing nothing but putting him out there. Like, it's in a light, man. It might not be the best light, but
yeah,
that's my thing. Like,
I don't know if it's Soulja Boy's. I don't know what it is about him, honestly, because I would say it's his presentation, but you know, a lot of people dress like that. The only thing I could really say that stands out might be like just him yelling. You know what I'm saying? Him yelling makes you look really foolish no matter what you're saying.
I just don't know how to take him seriously with the whole academics thing. Clearly, academics was acting stupid. Who's the girl on there? Whatever her name is. Like, why are you investing in so many businesses? Why not? The average millionaire has 7 streams of income.
By far the stupidest question I've ever heard.
Why would you not want to?
Why do you have so many businesses?
Yeah, that was stupid. I mean, I think, okay, and I'm not to her defense at all. I think what she could have reworded or said it differently was, like, what are you trying to do with all of your businesses? Right. You know what I mean? Like, what is your goal? Like, you know what I say, a man of many,
jack of all trades, master of none.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, this Nintendo thing is doing something, but what are you doing with everything else? And is everything else going to be $1 million thing? Or are you just hitting and missing right now? Like, what is, I think she could have reworded her question, which would have helped it not.
I don't
sound
know.
so
I
stupid.
think I really think she meant that because she said it multiple
Well,
times.
I'm not saying
She
I
said
think
it like several
yeah,
times.
she
Yeah.
could have worded it so that it could have been better to the ear, because that's where everybody was like, "You stupid." Like, why
I
would
think
you
she
do
was
that?
trying to be funny, like throw a little slight towards him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, probably.
I think that was her way of sneak this in, trying to go into another question.
Yeah. that
Like,
could
why
be
you
true.
need so many though?
Yeah, that's true. Well, hey, he doing his thing, man. I mean, you can't be mad at him. You
I don't know how
what I mean?
Joe Budden lasted as long as he did on there. That's just a side note. When he was on
Because
there.
Joe Budden's an asshole too.
Yeah, that I don't know.
To be all the way real, that was the moment I knew nobody in that building was real. Because I would have left the moment Joe Budden left.
Really?
Facts.
I personally am entertained by Joe Budden.
Yeah.
I
I love Joe Budden.
like the state.
Why
can
you don't
say-
like Joe Budden?
I don't know, man.
State of the Culture was one of the best shows on Revolt last year. Like the lineup
Honestly-
that they had with Remy Ma, him, the other girl, I didn't care too much for her. The other gentleman, which is like a scholar, he would just say some,
Brilliant stuff.
brilliancy. And it's like, oh, okay. He's the wise one of the group.
But if you look back, like Joe Budden been like that. Like Joe Budden TV was very entertaining. Did y'all happen to see any of that?
Nah, I didn't check it out.
You can still go back and watch it,
Right.
but still to this day, classic stuff.
Yeah.
He's the exact same person from back then.
Yeah, Joe. That's the thing. You got to give him the fact that he's been consistent.
Like
Yeah.
he literally was having podcast type of conversations in the kitchen on camera way before podcasting.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
somebody. was
he's
doing
an
it.
originator.
Yeah, you know. he used to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
a
That's
decent
where he
rapper.
started.
Well, look
Yeah,
at his
that's-
mentor. I mean, he was with Eminem.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You
Hell.
got that's. I mean, not taking nothing away from him, but you got to think that's where his platform came from.
Yeah.
Like, he was dropping, hits like, for a little second. So, yeah, you just got to do what you got to do, man. I mean, take advantage of your opportunities and just know your skills and know what your, gifts are and truly.
and monetize your gifts.
Yeah,
Monetize them immediately.
yeah, that's real.
Yeah, I mean, I was having a conversation with one of the kids this morning. They didn't get accepted to a certain high school, and I said, don't focus on that. When you focus on your weaknesses and that, you just got to keep focusing on the positive.
You got to turn your weaknesses into the strengths.
Ooh, yes.
That's what Jordan was good at.
Yes.
He would find his weakness and then he would dominate with that the next season.
Oh my God. And look at his career.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look at his career.
Hey, I'm sorry, man. I gotta apologize to my mom, man. I apologize, mom, for
What happened?
cussing on air, man. I was cussing.
My apologies too, Mom.
Yeah, mom, but I am grown, mom. By the way, I just want to let you know
He
that.
is in his
Yeah,
20s.
I'm not in my 20s anymore, but I still love you, and I respect the fact that you heard me say a cuss word. I learned it by hearing you, though, mom. By the way,
You were the first cusser in my life.
you were the blessing of the cussers, but no, I love
And
you,
with
mom.
that, let's go to break.
I love you, mom.
You go to break?
Yeah, let's do a quick break.
All right,
man.
you're listening to Blended Views 614. Call in tonight 614-500-7339. Why don't you put on the
Yeah,
on the
we don't.
little,
Yeah,
whatever
because
that's
we
called.
don't got too much longer, y'all. So man, let's
What?
get some calls.
Huh?
What we got?
I got 9:30.
We started at 8:30.
Did we?
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this evening.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, we did, bro.
Gotta
but-
come back. Gotta come
Yeah,
back.
Oh,
man. Yeah, you already
facts.
know, bro. I told him, man, we going into the relationships, man. He said he a guru.
Yeah, I'm a relationship guru. Everybody get that advice from me.
Everybody says they're good.
Everybody
You know,
said he a
I
guru.
hated to say the
Hey,
word
hold on,
guru,
bro. Is you
but that's how I
married?
could communicate
Are
it,
you married?
basically.
Oh, okay.
What's basically?
Hey.
By law.
'Cause I'm
Oh, okay. By law.
If you
okay.
understand what I mean by
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I do. Right. right. Technicalities. Got you. All right. Well, real quick, y'all. We're gonna go on a break. We're gonna come back. We're gonna take some calls, man. 614-500-7339. Man, we here is Thursday.
Real quick, if you like what you're hearing, the music wise, add us on Spotify. I got a playlist rolling called Blended View 614, and I'm just adding instrumentals that are on the show. So go ahead, like it. Let me know what songs you like or what you want to hear more of. So
Yeah, we're gonna do a
Quick
cipher
shout out.
before this year is out too, man. We're
Mm.
gonna do a dope cipher, and we're gonna have it rocking in here, and y'all gonna be live tuned in. First to check it out, and second to post it. So
And RIP Ness Wares, man, because the last cipher I went to was a few years back, and he came through and destroyed it. And that was the
That's right.
only impression that I got from dude before he passed.
wow, It's unfortunate, bro.
Only time I got to meet him.
Well, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back, man. On that note, man. Rest in peace. Nice
R.I.P.
word.
All right, folks. We are officially back, but we are officially about to close out the show. We really appreciate you being a part of this. We love you so much for just taking time to spend your evening with myself, with JR,
Yes, sir.
Don. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you guys for bringing me on.
Thank you for what you do. Thank you for what you're representing. Keep the vision alive
Entrepreneurship.
and don't stop, brother. I mean,
Never.
it's
I made a promise. I don't even know if you guys seen it, but I made a post probably like 2-3 years ago.
Mhm.
I add it every now and then. And the post basically just says, I promise to the last breath, entrepreneurship.
That's
This,
what's
this
up.
is
Yeah.
how I'm going out.
Ride
Yeah.
or die, bro. That's what I'm
Period.
saying. Once you jump off that cliff, man, you know it's gonna be some bumps, bruises, scrapes. But
And that's when everything changes
Sure.
too, when you just jump in the water.
I know.
Hot or
Firsthand.
cold, you know what
Hey,
I'm saying?
listen
Just
to
jump
me.
in.
Firsthand. I know,
Yeah.
bro. And I respect it. I respect all people that has done it, that's willing, that's not ready. Hey, everybody that's out there that's ready to jump, go ahead.
Jump.
From JR, from Don, from D.
And worst thing that's gonna happen is if you jump, you're gonna go back to work.
Right.
That's not that bad. You at work right now.
job's always there.
right.
Yeah, the job will be there next year, the year after that, all that. School will be there next year, year after that.
Yeah, that's real. That's super real.
Your chance of entrepreneurship might not be though.
Yep. So do it. Just do
we're in
it.
the internet age, it could end.
And we are sitting on a gold mine as this generation with the internet. We got YouTube. There are so many forms of just what you can do with the internet.
Let me tell y'all right now, if you didn't start a business while the internet was here, your grandchildren are going to call you a fucking idiot.
Facts.
In like 30 years, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you didn't have a business, Grandpa?
Come on.
Oh
What
man, what a
happened?
loser!"
Why?
Telling you, that's the future.
Yeah. Because it's about to change. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure I don't know how old you are, but
26, 26.
okay, so you grew up with cassette tapes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know,
I started off recording off the radio,
I mean, recording
making
and
my little
then
mixtapes.
from the cassette tapes to the CDs, from the CDs to the fat MP3 player, and now it's Spotify and it's iTunes and it's
Tidal and it's Pandora
Yeah.
and it's
I always say
Yeah.
I grew up in a real interesting time. I was born at like the perfect time in the world. I got to see Tupac, Jordan, Barack Obama.
Yeah.
I done seen it all.
Yeah.
Man, Floyd, we done seen it everything.
Yeah.
Internet.
Yeah, some historical jewels that
Real
was
talk.
dropped.
If you was born in the 90s, you was born at a special time.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Do you want, man? Have you watched the 90s, the CNN? They have the 90s.
I have, I think.
Some
You talking about when they break
amazing
down
stuff.
everything that
Yeah.
happened? Yeah.
So if anybody has not experienced the 90s, watch it. All right, I think that's pretty much it. We did want to touch on one situation, and
Yeah.
JR brought it to my attention, and it makes me sick to hear this. But at the same
Yeah.
time, with it being called blended views, this would probably be the blended view of the night
yeah,
for the simple fact that there is so many things, and there's almost two.
right.
So I'm gonna bring up a second one after this one
Okay.
that really I'm really seeing both sides. But JR, go ahead.
So check it out, y'all. I'm not sure, you know, us having a show, man, content and following stories and following situations that's going on in our world is key, you know, to keep this thing going. So last weekend, there was a young lady by the name of Jasmine Elin. And this young lady allegedly had a situation that she was on the dance floor in a nightclub,
Mhm.
and she basically said that a guy spiked her or put a date rape drug in her drink,
Mhm.
and he raped her on the dance floor
Mhm.
in the club while the club is going on,
Mhm.
not taking her to the bathroom or anything like that, but
Yeah.
like right there. And the whole time she was going live. So she's in her phone, you know, basically too, telling her business, because you know you could see every question that he asked, she answered it right there on live.
I gotta see this.
And it was to the point of, hey, you know, like, who you here with? I'm by myself. I just broke up with my boyfriend, and you know, okay. So you know what you do? I'm just kicking it. I'm just having some drinks. Da da da. So she's basically inviting this situation. Now, I'm not giving my point of view on this. I'm just stating what I saw.
I don't know if we ain't gonna call that inviting in a situation.
Basically what she was doing was she was I feel like when you are in that type of situation, you don't know people though, and you drinking too, you know that you're putting yourself in a situation where you're not going to be, you know, able to answer questions or whatever the case may be. Some things may not be the best to do in that situation, especially if you ain't got nobody there with you. If her girls was with her, okay, cool, might be different, but that's just my opinion. Blended views. So next thing you know, she's on there saying, basically screaming for help. They slow the video down and they show the cup where an arrow is pointing to.
Something
Looks like a
that.
pill, which is in the drink.
That the gentleman,
They say
but they did not.
they didn't see him put nothing in there. They didn't. There was no video showing him dropping nothing in her cup.
Okay.
None of that. Now, as she's being, you know, you can tell she's going out of it. Like her words are a little slurred. She becoming a little, you know, intoxicated, but still she's drinking too.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, she's crying out for help in a sense. And next thing you know, you can hear her like, no, stop. Like, you know, it's one of those things. Then that's pretty much it. Now, there's no other angles of this video. Like, it's just her face. Now, you can see blurred visions of somebody behind her. You can see, but you don't know if you don't see this guy's face when this part is happening. So
during all this, is the phone still like this?
The phone is up.
Wow.
Then when it comes down to her, like you know how chicks dance and they bend over and you know they twerking or whatever, like that's what that part looked like. But from her, she's saying she's being raped at that time. So the investigation is pretty intense because, you know, there's some people like, well, hold on, everything's not adding up. Some people are saying, you know, hold on, like, where's the other videos?
Or was there, because usually there's a rape kit that they would
Did you do that? Right.
have.
Because that's the thing. Like, the next thing she has is her in her car talking about it. Like, she's doing a camera live herself after the situation.
Probably shouldn't be
The
driving
next
home.
day.
Oh,
Well, what is that night? It was the next day.
I would love to know the pattern of her lives, if she's live constantly all
Yeah,
the time.
yeah.
Because if not, this is some very suspicious behavior.
Exactly. So that's where the, you know, the it's kind of iffy or a little shaky, where it's not evident that this is what happened.
and you hate to see, I mean, that the man gets demonized and villainized immediately based on one perspective of what had happened.
Well,
there's so many facts that go into it.
it-
Again, then you sound insensitive coming from a man.
Right.
And
You
during
do.
this Me Too movement,
Yeah.
you're discrediting
Yep.
the fact that she may have gotten raped.
Exactly.
No, I don't want to see someone demonized and villainized
That didn't
to
do
the
it.
extent, you know, we got Bill Cosby pretty much crucified.
Yeah.
He's done for. But is Harvey Weinstein in the same boat? No. Did he do the same amount of things?
And Harvey
Yes.
Weinstein on camera multiple times with this.
Yes.
Donald Trump.
Multiple.
I mean, he didn't go as far, but it's just, I mean, that's the thing too. Like, are you going to say, you know, being a sexual predator, is there a limit to that? Are you okay if you just grab a female's, you know, vagina, or if you actually rape somebody? Like, I mean, there's levels to this. Is that what the media is getting to? Like, if you're a sexual predator, you're a sexual predator. You're wrong for that.
No matter your standing in life, no matter what you've done previously, no matter what you're doing now, it doesn't matter.
No, you're wrong. And
You're wrong.
that's what's status.
Yeah.
Status plays part
Yes.
in a lot of decisions that's made when it comes to people being, you know, prosecuted or found guilty in these situations, which is sad, man.
Well, this is kind of what I was saying about the Chris Brown situations, where we really need to figure out what's going on.
Well, he just got his masters to his stuff, and then all of a sudden,
So that's what people saying. That's
well, yeah, that sounds like some conspiracy type
right
stuff.
Yeah,
I don't want to go there, but
Right.
yeah, I mean, it's
yeah,
like,
because they just said his baby mom's house just got broken into.
so you're trying to intimidate him, like,
Yeah, like, don't
If
do it
that's
or we're
the
gonna kick.
case.
Well, I mean, if you want to look at some, you know, track records, Prince, after Bill Cosby went to try to buy the station, that's
Yes.
when everything hit with him.
But if we was just going off of success, you know, we would be like, R. Kelly good then, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if y'all seen the documentary,
Yeah.
but clearly R. Kelly ain't good.
yeah, he's not right. I mean,
but again, I cannot believe anything I see on TV anymore.
right, yeah, me
It is
is-
all,
I don't
it
know.
is literally all
I
the
never
show.
did. I never did, man. And
Even the
I never
politics
did.
shows.
Yeah,
If you're on CNN, that when they hire you, they're probably like, I don't care if you're Republican, I don't care if
Yeah.
you're Democrat, but you're gonna have to have this
Yeah.
certain point of view on your show, and you're gonna have to stick to it and just hammer it.
That's
If
it.
you're gonna be on Fox News, I don't care if you're going to Democrat, but you're gonna have to support Trump. You're gonna have to keep
Yep.
shoving it down everybody's throat because this is what our content is.
And as
we
soon
have
as
to
you
have
go
this
against
content.
that, guess what? You're gone.
Yeah.
And that's real. I mean, my thing is the media is going to tell you what they want to tell you. Believe it or not. I mean, you can believe it or you don't have to, or that's the thing they want you to do.
And that's really the biggest issue in this world, and not just America, is people are too quick to believe anything that they are told.
Yep, you
There's
can.
like, even with as ignorant as Kanye sounds with this independent thinker, if you think about the definition of independent thinking, it's something that's needed. You know what I mean? People need to think for themselves instead of being told what to think.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's pretty much why I feel this way about the Jasmine Elam situation. Is we gotta wait and see.
Yeah, man.
what happens.
You can't. I just can't automatically. And I'm not being insensitive, like you said. It's not that. It's just there's so many people that's, you know, out to try to get a bag per se. You know what I mean? And their intent is wrong, and their, you know, the way they go about it really puts a negative light on other people's situations that may be.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say too. We got to think about what even made the bag possible is that people really was being raped.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know. I don't know if we could take that away in 2019 and be like, they may or may not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some people was raped before. It
Oh
might
no,
really
it's
go
real.
down.
Nah, ain't about no son.
Like
I mean,
even the Jasmine Elam situation where it sounds crazy to me that you could be raped or attacked in a club or whatever, but I'm sure that's really happened to
Yeah.
somebody.
that's real.
You got a lot of people on the dance floor.
Like I'm sure it's 1,000 strippers that can be like, oh, this
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah. And the other thing too is, what it comes down to is like a fear factor as
Mm.
well. Like, we always talk about, women that's afraid to, out their the person that did it to them, and then they don't want to deal with the fact of people like doubting them now.
Yeah.
Because that can be traumatic. That can be a whole nother level of, I knew I shouldn't have said nothing. You know what I mean? And then which leads to mental issues, suicidal. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of factors that go into it, which, as a person that may not have encountered something like that, who are we to say, that? That's why I say I'm not being insensitive to it. I just want to know all the facts. I just want, if it's out here like that, let us get everything. And then, because I mean, for real, like it ain't for us to make no decisions anyway. Like you put it out there though, so that's the thing too. People got to realize you put stuff out there. You got to realize that there are going to be people that support it, and there's going to be people that say,
You got
"Nah."
a million jury members.
Yeah,
out there
flat
that are
out.
pretty much
Real
determining who's.
Yeah.
Okay, so taking that incident, this past, I think it was week or weekend, a group of young men, there might have been girls in there too, from a private high school,
Right.
went to Washington, D.C. And if anybody goes to Washington, D.C. right now, I'm sure it is just
It's
protest.
it's
this group,
mayhem.
this group,
It's
this
trashy.
group, this group.
It's a lot of stuff that's not right.
Was a private school thinking it's a good idea to go down to Washington, D.C. and make a trip down there? Number one, was that a good idea? My view, no. No. This is not a good time to be going down to Washington, D.C. Screw the 7th grade. We had a 7th grade trip. Screw the 7th grade trip. I'm sorry.
I ain't get one. There wasn't no
Right.
7th grade trip for me.
Well,
we had
when
one,
you're a white privileged child,
I was
and-
going to a white school in 7th grade. I was shocked. I was like, where the hell is the field trip?
right? Come on now. But I get
Yeah.
some of the
I'm like, I done had 6 years of black schools. No
ridiculous.
field trips. I expect some field trips this year.
So they go down there. Video surfaces of a young man who looks like an a-hole just smirking at a Native American who is playing his doing the drum.
The native dances.
me seeing Make America Great Again. I'm getting emotional, and that's our
Mm,
problem. We get
right.
emotional. We start getting oh man, those kids are so in the wrong. He was an a-hole. He was an a-hole. They're all jerks. So I go right to Instagram and I'll post a picture of back in 1960. You got desegregation. You got black students coming. You got white students laughing at. But remember, these are kids.
Yeah.
Kids are immature. Kids, part of my French, can be a-holes. And we have to realize that.
It was adults out there too.
True.
Exactly.
That
adults.
wasn't doing anything about it.
Exactly. And
It was adults yelling at this little girl.
And that's the wrong thing. And that's going back to the club too. Where were the security guards
Yeah.
moving around on the dance floor?
Yeah.
Where are the precautions set
Right.
in place? If you've got a club and you got drunk people, you need to have security.
That's
This is the number one thing I want to know. Where was the cameras?
Yes.
Of
There
the-
should be
yes,
footage.
of the inside of the. That's why it's a lot of conspiracy to it though.
I mean, for both instances,
Yeah.
because I'm getting one footage of his kid just standing in front of him. And you're from the kid's perspective, he's like, listen, I'm just standing my ground.
Yeah, he came
And let
my
me
way.
ask you this. If you're in an intimidating situation as a 12-year, I don't know how they're like 13, 14,
Yeah.
a lot of times kids smile and smirk when they're in a panicky mode because they don't know how to react. So they're going to look like a jerk.
So, are you saying was the kid was he wrong, or were they all wrong, or were they
My
were they supposed
emotional
to be taught?
reaction was those kids are terrible. They should be demonized.
Yeah, because
No.
they were talking about getting expelled and
Yes.
everything.
No, kids are going to be like that, and they should have known better.
Right, but they
Kids should know. But who is the adult that said,
They-
you know what? Let's put Make America Great Again hats on you. Let's get you around this.
where's
person."
their chaperones?
Come on.
Mm.
Yeah.
It was all around, just terribly ran.
Did they say what school this was?
It's Covington.
Yes.
And
Private
it's
school.
funny because I was listening to Breakfast Club. Shout out
Yeah.
Breakfast Club. they had a lady that came on there this morning and said, "Hey, I want you guys to know it wasn't even Breakfast Club. My bad, it was another one." But they said that Covington is not the Covington of Kentucky. Like they are. She wanted,
Kentucky holding it
you know what
down.
I'm
They're like,
saying?
oh, that
Yeah,
wasn't
nah,
us.
that wasn't us. Don't affiliate us with that. That was a whole nother, area, which they said that. Now this part, they said that school has been known to be racist though, and a
sound like
lot of attacks on situations, and that's the background. That's the track record that school has. So when you hear things like that, it makes it to the point where you like, well,
You know what I think is kind of interesting about this topic? Historically, white people have been like, if you come over here during our protests, you're asking for a problem. And you kind of got to think that might be the actual situation at this point after so long, because I'm not pulling up to a KKK riot unless it's for smoke.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And honestly, historically, if anybody knows me on some close friend type stuff, they know I'm not going to no protests unless it's for smoke.
So that makes sense.
If you
It's a good
mess with the bee,
perspective.
you're gonna get stung.
Hey,
Don't go to the hive.
that's real.
So all around, Covington School, you made a stupid choice. You shouldn't have taken the kids down there. You shouldn't have been in that area. It's just all around bad. It's poor management. And from a principal to a principal, I think you could have made a better choice as
Yeah.
administration. It's
Right.
just, and I've made poor choices. Everybody makes bad choices, but we're in a day and age, anything could have happened. We are in a very volatile, violent nation right now as a people. I mean, we had protests last year between neo-Nazis and I don't know what the other
Charleston
alt-right,
citizens.
whatever,
and,
right?
and a car ran
alt-right or alt something.
a car ran through
Yeah,
people.
yeah, man. Yeah.
Now, I'm just saying, keep kids away from this stuff.
That's
And I'm not
another
saying-
part of this we need to be scared of too with the government shutdown. If they impeach him, we don't know what
Yeah,
the retaliation will be.
That's real.
You don't, yeah, because then it's like you're silenced. We're silencing you. We're
Yeah.
done.
And I honestly think that's why he hasn't been impeached yet. Because if you just look at the whole reason why impeachment was made, it was specifically for things like this.
Right.
So you would think that if somebody did what Trump has did, they would push the
Gone,
button
yeah,
immediately.
yeah.
But they hovering over the button like we might push it, we might not.
because you don't know what the
'Cause it-
outcome could
So
be.
I think they scared.
might
A
be a
civil war,
yeah,
our
so-
second
yeah,
civil war
yeah.
is going to happen if we don't really.
come together.
I mean, that's essentially we have to.
Yeah.
And it's also funny to me, and I hope my phone don't die before I say this, but we actually all have the same wants. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
The KKK and black people, we want the same thing. Well, I know I want the same thing. I want to be segregated. You know what I'm saying? I want the own cities, own type of thing. So I think that's funny. And if you even think about the wall in general, black people need to also be feeling the same way white people feeling about their spot being taken. Because if the spot gets taken, last place is still going to be black people. So if there is a surge of other people coming in the country, you getting pushed further and further back. And black people, I want you to think about this. How many times have other groups of people came into America and they've been given everything that you wasn't given? They've been given stores. They've been given all kinds of business little propositions.
Right.
Like in Columbus right now, there's a big surge of Napoleons coming in. If you notice, there's Napoleon stores popping up everywhere in the suburbs. That's not by accident. Somebody's giving them that money. So us as black people, we need to be on the same page and think about who we just letting stroll on up in here.
And stop being, and you say it every week, JR, stop being crabs in a bucket.
We talked about that
Got
before you
to
came.
quit pulling each other down
Yeah.
because there's already people up there that are loving it.
Well, let's get you included in on this.
Yeah.
So when me and him was talking about it, I told him I asked him, is it necessarily crabs in a bucket or is it ants on the floor fighting for crumbs? Because if there's no actual success, that beef still exists.
There's nothing to climb towards.
No, exactly. If there's nothing to climb towards, it's still beef in the hood.
And my response to that was it is something to climb for. It's just the fact that if everybody don't have that vision and you're the only one, then yes, really it does seem like it's just us in here fighting over crumbs or whatever. But because that's what it is when everybody has the same vision
Mhm.
and everybody trying to get to it,
It
then
is,
yes,
yeah,
you feel
that's
me?
a good
I'm
point.
pulling you down
For
because
sure.
we all trying to get there. But if it's just me and I'm telling you like, yo, we got to change this. I got to get up out of here. I got to do something else. And you like, man, whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I ain't trying. That's a crab in the bucket mentality.
That remind me of Rico and Mitch, basically.
Yeah.
Rico, like, oh, let's hit Washington. I got the plug out
Yeah.
there. Oh, if you don't want to do it, give me the plug.
Yeah.
And that's funny that you say that because this is something I also used to say that used to make a lot of people mad. I used to be like, so what would have happened if they would have just gave Rico the plug? Would everybody still be alive? You know what I'm saying? If they would have just show love and be like, take the plug.
Put him on, man.
You ever seen Paid in Full? All right, Paid in Full is this it's this movie about like 3 black dudes. They all drug dealers.
Let me tell you about my history with I would say black film.
How you miss Paid in Full now that I think
I
about
saw
it?
Friday for the first time like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
saw
well,
Training
Friday
Day the
can
first
happen
time
like
like
that.
a year ago, and I really I felt kind of like I've been living out Training Day for the past 8 years.
Hey, you gotta look like you
I don't
too, man.
understand though because every movie,
Drake is
Yeah, we already know. Yeah.
every movie you named is some stuff you could have missed out on.
Yeah.
Though. I don't see how you missed out on Paid in Full.
you know,
I still got Belly sitting on the couch.
yeah. So I mean, it's just one of those things, man. You know, this guy, man, he's special. Man.
I don't need to watch a movie to gain the sense of
Understanding what, yeah.
Understanding.
But I mean, Paid in Full is a good movie. I mean, it takes you in a different mindset of, you know, like the drug game, but also like
New Jack
friends
City's
and
good.
foes.
I like
Well,
New
it
Jack
Yeah.
goes to everything. You know what I'm
friends
saying?
and foes, all that, yeah.
If you don't share the wealth, that's what's
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
happen.
that's real.
Yeah, I like that analogy. I mean, yeah, there's people that have the two same visions. They're gonna be like the crumbs. Like they're gonna take that, you know.
If it's down there anyway.
Yeah.
But everybody got to be on the same page, man. And that's what happens, man, when it comes down to, you know, for example, we all in here and I come up with the fashion show first.
Right.
Okay. And then it's like, you
Yeah.
like, all right, let's do it. But you like,
Let's do something
Yeah.
else.
I can do that
feel me?
better.
Or yeah,
And
that
I'm
or
like,
that.
take it here,
Let's do
it
something
like
else.
this.
How about we do it like this?
Yeah,
then?
you
That
feel
type
me?
of thing.
And that's the mentality that becomes the where we can't get ahead. Why not we all say, boom, you take this part, you take this part, boom. We equally split it at the end. We good.
You know, the only time I ever seen black people like really get along on some unity stuff under one umbrella was with, like Malcolm X. And I've studied like why that worked. You know what I'm saying? And I think it comes down to just like a general respect for people.
You don't think they do it under Farrakhan?
Do another Farrakhan?
Do it under him.
I mean, they kind of are doing it.
Yeah.
So
Kind
he
of.
did the
Yeah.
Million
Million
Man March.
Well,
They
yeah,
kind of are doing
yeah,
it.
they are. I mean, but you know, but
Reza
that,
Islam.
yeah, he's dope.
That dude.
But if you think about it, it's under Islam. It's under
Well, they're all.
It's under the faith.
it's
Yeah,
under
I
that
get you,
faith.
I
You
get
feel
you.
me? So it's under that faith.
So
I
we
mean,
gotta
they-
find somebody that's not under a specific faith.
Right.
Yeah, I would consider all that in the same umbrella.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right, man. This has been dope, bro.
So yeah, but just to close out with that, I mean, just when people gotta quit getting emotional,
Yeah.
and be reasonable and rational, because we are really ruling with our emotions, and we see where it's gotten us.
Yeah.
You know, we had a whole base that was emotional because they didn't like the past 8 years. So they went really emotional at the polls and said, you know what? We're tired of having a black
Yeah.
man as president. So let's get the most racist
Racist.
guy we can get
Yep.
into the White House, and we'll show them. And they did.
And they
And
did.
don't tell me Russia. No, it was, we have enough people to get somebody like that because of the electoral colleges.
Honestly, I think it's because the votes were split so much with the Democrats. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
If we
they didn't
all-
band together.
If we all would have been Team Bernie or we all would have been Team Hillary, then we would have won. But since the votes were split, you know, it was automatic
Yeah.
that Trump would win because
Yeah.
they are all only voting
Right.
for Trump.
Yeah.
We splitting it between two people.
Yeah,
So we can't sit here and just say, you know,
that's real. Yeah.
it happened. No.
I
Quit
predicted
pointing
that. I knew
fingers.
he was gonna win because they're all only voting for Trump. They're not even thinking about nobody else.
Yeah.
And we over here like,
Hillary,
she okay, Bernie's
cool.
Trump can't win. He
Right.
can't win.
But he
Nah,
won.
he did.
So, all right, man. Swear of the day.
Swerve.
Swear of the day. I'm going with righteous, man.
ooh,
I'm just gonna hit it like
that's a
that.
big one. I like that one.
We're gonna go with righteous. Okay. Morally right or justifiable virtuous, feeling of righteousness about paying conditions. So the synonyms: good, virtuous, upright, upstanding, decent, worthy, very good, excellent. I'm all about positivity right now, man, because I just believe that the day that we're in right now is too much negativity. It's too many, off-brand type of thought process.
Real talk.
So the only way we can bring it together is by looking at things in a more, upright type of mindset. So righteous is the word of the day, man. I know y'all probably know what that is already, but if not, man, go ahead and plug it into your vernacular.
Plug it.
What you got, man?
Well, of course, if everybody knows, Monday was Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Hold on. Can I interrupt y'all real quick to do my own word of the day?
Swerve.
Y'all cool with that?
Real
Don
quick.
Jones bringing another sword.
Swerve. If y'all don't know what Swerve is,
Swerve.
Swerve is a combination of swag and nerd.
Sword.
You know what I really like about that too?
What?
It's almost like sword too. Chop them up.
Knowledge.
Swerve of the day. Don Jones got a swerve. Let's go, man. What you got?
The Don Jones, Eastside Pharaoh, Midwest Messiah sword of the day is vision. You have to be able to see a tree before it is planted, a fully grown tree, a big 100-year-old oak tree, before the seed touches the ground. That's how you'll be successful. With vision.
East Side Pharaoh.
Midwest Messiah.
There it is, man. So we had two swerves of the day: vision and righteous. What you got, man, on the quote?
Martin Luther King once said, "An individual has not started living until he can rise above the narrow confines of his individualistic concerns to the broader concerns of all humanity."
Facts.
So everybody, we got to quit being individualistic. Right now, the government shut down. Just as we close out the show, we have to work together right now.
Yes.
If there's an extra king, I mean, we gotta help one another.
Take this moment to think about somebody else.
Yeah, quit thinking about yourself.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Be
Christmas.
Selfless.
The rest of the year right now
Yeah.
until the government opens up, it's Christmas.
Yeah.
We got to be
We
taking
gotta
care of
help
each other
That's real.
in any way possible. If
Yeah.
it's a car ride, if it's a ride for somebody,
Yeah.
if it's a meal, if it's lending out your couch, I mean, something. Because
Bring a
people-
homeless person some socks.
Man,
Right. It's cold outside.
It's
Joe.
cold, and you sitting in a warm car right now listening to us. You sitting in a warm house, office, working out or something, listening to us. Think about somebody outside sleeping on the ground,
Yes.
wet and cold.
and
Gotta-
spread positivity. Take your phone and start recording positive stuff.
Yes. Let's
and
get
share
away.
it and share
Let's
it
get
and
away
share
from all
it.
this negative, man. Be selfless.
That's something small you can do.
Real talk.
Woo! Powerful, y'all. Powerful, Lord. Until next time.
Same time. Well, next week we'll be back 7 p.m.
Hey, man, stop real quick, man. Real quick. We came up with something, man, and we were supposed to do it, man. I was
crap.
trying to see if you remember, but you didn't.
Failed the test.
We failed the test, y'all. So,
Okay.
got it. Sure, we're gonna do this again. Hey, we're gonna do it again. Zoom, zoom, zoom. All right, so yeah, so man, be selfless, y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's real out here, man. There's people that need help, man. We're gonna do this right way, man. So until next time,
Blended views
man, conversations for the
for the
soul.
soul.
Won it.
We out.